Bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue sur MAO Live, c'est Loli avec vous et aujourd'hui on reçoit le manager du DJ qui va se produire juste après, Roy, et c'est Pablo. Hi, how are you doing?
Fine, really, thank you.
Are you happy to be in Paris?
No, we've been last year also at Glassar, so it's the first time at MAO. So it's
Yeah,
really
nice, it's good to have you.
Thank you.
So how would you describe Roy's artistic vision for someone who don't know his universe?
Okay, for me it's difficult to answer this question because Roy is my soul brother. We have been working for 20 years together.
But
so
it's nice to have outside.
Okay, I'm not objective with this,
yeah.
but for me Roy is one of the most creative musical minds I've ever met. His musical world is really huge, from the electro to techno. He's a really prolific producer, and you see that he's a massive DJ. So I think for describing him is how huge his musical world is. You know?
Okay, nice. We're gonna listen to that. So how did you meet?
We met in 2003 because I was living in Madrid and he was. We are both from La Coruña, but he was living in Tenerife and I was living in Madrid, and we met in La Coruña again in 2003. And Roy had an after party in a house, and we met in his parties, and we find the meeting, and we began the fanzine project in 2008. So. As I said before, 20 years on the music world with him.
And you've been working together since 2003?
Yes, really the fanzine project began in 2008. We have been making, before that we made parties and more like a collective. But a professional working on it since 2008. We opened a club and then we closed the club and we grew with the labels and the festival and now the school. So it's 20 years around the music. So
it's one of my next questions, but what's fanzine project?
Fanzine project is what I said before. It's a school, it's a label, it's a festival. We began with a club, and it's a platform to develop music in our area in La Coruña, because it's a small town. When we came back from our experience outside the city, we found the need to create something in our city to develop the electronic music scene, and this is our paradigm, to develop everything in La Coruña, of course, and showing our talent in the rest of the world.
How do you choose the artists that you want to produce on the label?
This is more the Roy works. I think it's not going to be another answer. I mean, we trust in temporal music, and finally, we are in touch with a lot of artists because of the festival, and also we are in touch with the Galician scene because of the school and the label. And we are always looking and searching for new talents and new visions of the techno and the electro music. And finally, what we feel that is going to be something atemporal is going to be on the label. I think good music never gets old. No?
And the festival are in Spain?
Yes, in La Coruña, and it's going to be the next December from 1 to 6 December, 1 week of festival.
Oh, 1 week.
1 week.
It's huge.
Yes. It's huge, but someone said that it's a beauty festival. Because we work in museums, we work in the planetarium, we work in theaters, we work in a club venue, and
nice.
So we make a tour around the iconic places in La Coruña, iconic cultural places.
Yeah,
so
different types of art.
Yeah, so
not only music.
And that allows us to make some, for example, in the planetarium, of course, it's something more experimental and to be relaxed and visuals. And you have the tunnel that just want to be techno and rather. So it's a festival that explores almost the whole experience of electronic music, from experimental to deep house, electro, techno. We have different spaces from different situations.
So the festival exists since 28?
No, the festival this year is the 11th anniversary.
Okay, so. And how the festival change through the years?
I mean, the festival is because on 1/5 of December, when we open the club, this is our anniversary. So when we close the club and we began with promotions, and we make the festival on 5 of December, and it begins being 1 day in the tunnel, and we've been growing during these 10 years until become 1 week festival.
Okay.
So we are always trying to expand the electronic music to places where not used to make this kind of events.
So there's a lot of local DJ on the
Yes, of
lineup?
course. Yeah, of course. We are always trying to push the Galician scene, and we're really proud that mostly the 70% of the artists are from Galicia and La Coruña.
What do you think about the Spanish techno scene?
I think it's huge. And now we are also both in electro and techno. I think we are now in a moment that we are having more talents. I mean, we have a really old school style that has been working for 20 years, but I think nowadays we have a lot of different artists coming in again, and I think we are in a really good point nowadays.
Is there some new artist or local artist that you want to recommend to us?
I mean, you can have a look on the lineup of the festival this year, and you will find a lot of them. I mean, that's good from I mean, Roy, of course, but Fessicating, Slit Observers on the electro side, Miss Gasp on techno side. I mean, I'm gonna miss a lot of
We're
them.
gonna check the lineup.
Yeah, but I mean, if you check the lineup of the festival on fanzinfest.com, you'll see an approach of the electronic music scene in Galicia nowadays, from experimental to electro to techno, and all of them are huge artists.
Nice. So you're touring with Roy. What's the most unexpected things that happened to you? On tour? I
mean, I'm touring with Roy. I've been working with him for 20 years. I don't know, to be the most strange experience. Finally, I think we always have great moments, never something too strange. Maybe he had a tour in South America that he come along, and there he had a huge, maybe another kind of experience, because traveling on rave parties in Colombia, and that would be amazing. But normally we're really simple guys, so nothing to say about what's really crazy. You know,
I always heard that Colombia's crowd are amazing. Is that true?
Roy could tell better than me, but I think as all Latin countries, they have a poor passion. When you're in a Latin country, the public used to be really hot with the artists, and with really involved on this scene. I mean, maybe in North Europe are more cooler than. It's more a kind of social situation. But yeah, I mean, South America have passion. They have the passion on the blood. You know?
And to finish, what's the next for Roy and for Fanzine?
Well, we have the festival in 3 weeks, so this is
maybe for the next year. What's the project?
For the next year, we're gonna, of course, try to be growing on the label. We have 10 releases for 2026. Roy is gonna have a South American tour again in March, and of course, planning things for the summer events and that.
Okay, nice. We're gonna check that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Merci. Thank you.